What's going on, everybody? It's me, Shane, and I'm here to give you my review for They Will Kill You. Oh yeah, the action comedy horror movie. Before I go any further, I need you to kill that like button. It actually really helps. Make sure you share this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, even if you already are, so you can be notified of more reviews like this, and visit that Patreon and donate to it. It's in the description below. It helps. It all helps. So, what is They Will Kill You? These trailers right here, which I will not be showing, and hopefully they don't pop up because you know how they love to do copyright on things. Trailers do not give away what is at the crux of this. And what made me want to watch this movie is it popped up. What movie did I go to see? I think I went to see, I've been that Ninja Turtle movie. No, but it popped up, you know, the trailer popped up and it's like, wow, I'm not usually into gore and everything, but this black woman about to run through a bunch of satanic cultists. Definitely can't let that show. Maybe this just might be something I'm interested in. Turns out I was interested in it. I'm going to give you a second. I literally say this is spoilers in here. So I'm about to give you the spoilers. What is this movie? So, two girls are separated between 10 years. Older sister, played by Zazie Beetz, she finds out that her sister is possibly being held inside of this giant hotel that has satanic cultists, and she wants her sister back because she loves her baby sister. So she goes through and is gonna have to kill them. But it turns out that these folks do not die easily. They don't die. They made a contract with the devil. The bell has been around for 100 years, over 100 years. And I guess I just get into the plot. The Virgil, which that name means something, was created, I think, established in 1913. It's in Manhattan, New York. Zazie Beetz plays Asia Reaves. And I don't know how to say this young actress's name, but Myha'la plays Maria Reeves. And she's going in there to save her sister, and these guys literally do not die. So she has to get her sister and get the hell out of there. We have Tom Felton in this movie playing, I forgot the name, Kevin, but he plays an asshole. Heather Graham plays Sharon, which that name. That's technically my mom's name. Heather Graham plays probably the one character that you enjoy watching getting killed over and over again. And a lot of these other folks, I don't recognize these people. Like Patricia Arquette, I believe she's from BAFTA fame. You have Patterson Joseph, who plays Ray. The only black male you see in this movie. And yeah, I'm going to get to more of it, but let's break down plot, music, effects, and pace here, right? Plot, like I told you, it starts off as like your average vengeance story, right? Or like, I gotta kill you guys because you may have killed my sister, and I gotta get her out, you know? Like John Wick. And the action scenes are very John Wick-esque, and the way she gets her ass kicked, wow. But very John Wick-esque. And you were saying, is it average? Like, think about the plot to the first John Wick. It's like, basic plot is they killed his dog, I'm gonna kill you, but it has a deeper thing. So here, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. It's average until it's not. Like the supernatural part where she absolutely murders these people. One of the dudes tries to sexually assault her. He's the first one in, and apparently it's known that he tries to sexually assault the people they bring into sacrifice. And she literally murderizes these folks. And when you see them all walk out of the room, reattaching limbs and putting heads back on, it is just wow. The music, it's a 4 out of 5 too, right? Now, the person who does the music is Carlos Rafael Rivera. He has done music for, what is that series? Queen's Gambit on Netflix. I have not seen that series. I do like chess, so I should watch this series. And I think that's And another movie called A Walk Among the Tombstones, it was in 2014. I haven't seen many of the films or any of the things that he's worked on, but the music is passable. It gets you in the mood. It doesn't take you out. There is no, like, during this fire in the dark dining hall scene, there is no, oh, Black Betty, bam, lamb. There's none of that stuff. There's no stuff like that. But the music gets you there. It keeps you in the mood. It sets the tone. It's good music. The effects are so good. I'm lumping the fights in with these effects because the blood looks good. The viscera looks good. I don't like gore movies, but I enjoyed this a lot. When she slices off Draco Malfoy's head and she chops one guy reaches for her saw-off shotgun. She did a combination cut hand, cut at the leg, and then cut him. Just the animation on the pig that is the debut, and we're putting it on Lilith's head or body, and then kind of moving around. The fight just looks great. The effects on that looks great. The fire was amazing. The stuff on here looks good. The way people get murderized by Asia, even when she had the shotgun blew off Heather Graham's bitch ass head, the eyeball rolling, great. And the comedy, I almost forgot about the comedy here because there's some underlying nuance. This is the movie that white people think Sinners is. They think it's not a lot of substance to it, and this can be a surface level movie, but there's tiny points of nuance here. Not as nuanced as Sinners, not as deep with its references and lores, but there are references and there's lore here, right? And I'm gonna talk about some of my favorite funny parts in a minute, but the pacing, this movie, correct me if I'm wrong, because I always check the runtime of movies before I go and watch them. It's 94 minutes. It's an hour and 34 minutes. It is not long. Didn't feel long. I usually like to sit to the end of the credits. I could not sit to the end because I had icy, so I got to go to the bathroom. But this movie did not feel long. It does not take a long time to get from A to B. When we see like the beginning and then it goes 10 years ahead and she does some of her flashbacks of like how she got so good at fighting, and then we see Maria's point of view, what she went through, and then we get a little bit of flashes of how this setting came to be. Nothing feels out of place. Everything flows very well. The effects and the pacing are definite 5s out of 5 by far. Make sure there's nothing in here. And the actors, as much as it took me a minute to realize that was Draco Malfoy, right? I was like, oh shit, that's Drake. Like the actors, it took me a minute to realize that was Heather Graham. Like you aren't taken out of it. Zazie Beetz is Zazie Beetz. And this just, I like how smart and how survival savvy our main protagonist here, which when I get to the societal parts, I'm gonna skip because I didn't write this in. You get the feeling, and I had a discussion with a friend between this and Ready or Not, which I have not seen Ready or Not all the way through. But in that movie, the girl had been, I hate to use the word groomed, but had been prepared her whole life for just in case shit like this happens. And when you have a black person in this role, have a black woman in this role, she wasn't prepared for this. It's her experiences in life have led her to this point, and she is using all of the skills and abilities that she has gathered and garnered through life and her experiences to go, I can survive this, and I'm going to get my family out of here, get my sister out of here, right? Their dad, so the basic plot is their dad abused both of them after their mom died. They tried to run. I thought they were going to do a plot where the cult was tied with their dad and their dad was just getting them ready to sacrifice them so he could live forever too. But that didn't happen. Thank you for not going that route and not making it too complicated. Zazie's character Asia, shot their dad. And the girl Maria stole. That is the one thing she stole. She's like, we don't need that. And the alarm went off in the store when they were trying to sneak out. They could have got away if she had not tried to steal those Rochefort chocolates. Damn. But she shot her and ran. The police caught her, and definitely going to get into that with the societal part too. And here we are. She had a PI visit her in jail and tell her this is where her sister is. She goes there. And there's so much more in there because I won't jump too far ahead. I'm really excited to talk about this movie. But let's talk about the little nerdy bits. So for those of you who do not know, I'm going to drop a little bit of knowledge about myself. I am a Christian, non-denominational, formerly United Church of Christ, twice ordained, chaplain, deacon, some other accolades, what have you. I enjoy some of my favorite comic characters. Some of my favorite things are when you talk about the Christian mythos, and I will call it Christian mythos because that's how we talk about other people's religions. We talk about Shinto mythos when it comes to Japanese things. We talk about, Mayans and everybody else's things, right? The Judeo-Christian mythos, which also incorporates some things from Islam. I enjoy those things. Hellboy. Constantine is a big favorite of mine. Believe it or not, Daredevil, right? Daredevil he's a Catholic. I went to Catholic school for 8-ish years. So yeah, Catholic, like those characters that kind of reflect those things. I tend to enjoy those. I like to see what they do with them, especially in anime. Anime digs into those too a lot. Video games dig into it with Devil May Cry. So the name of this building is the Virgil. This is literally Dante's Inferno. It is literally, she is, what is the name of the character in Dante's Inferno? It's certainly not Dante, is he? Dante Alighieri. First of all, let me get the name of the person who wrote Dante's Inferno. Dante Alighieri, right? He has a fictionalized version of himself go through hell, Inferno. The building being named the Virgil it's a giant prison. It's designed for no one to get out. Virgil is stuck in Dante's Inferno. We call it that. It's just called Inferno. But Dante's Inferno in limbo, the first level of hell, which is where the help is kept. All the help are black or other people of color. There is no white help. And there's one poor white lady with her bitch ass son, which he disappears towards the end. Kind of hope he bit the dust too at the end. I ain't gonna lie. He was a little bitch. All of that is that because she was the lead person. She had joined the ranks and she's supposed to be like the head of the Negroes. And that's where Virgil lies. I wonder if Ray is also symbolic of Virgil because he doesn't want to be there. When asked how come he betrayed everything, he's the one black person in this entire building that's upper echelon. When asked why did he betray them, he's like, yeah, I'm tired of all this. And we're going to cover that in the societal parts in a second. But he represents Virgil. Now, it is in reverse. In Dante's Inferno, hell, you're going down. Levels 1 through 9, right? 7th heaven, right? So hell has 9 levels as opposed to 7. The 7 that we get going up. Here, in reverse, you go from bottom to the top. And the top, you see it even in the trailer, where the red glass with the upside down pentagram. That's where the devil is, which comes out. I love it when they summon it and there's the shadow and the shadow creeps through over the candles, goes inside the pig head. Now I was looking to see, well, is there a demon that is associated with pig heads? There's also a book in the Bible. It's Mark. Forget which part in Mark where Jesus takes demons out of possessed people and throws them into 2,000 pigs, and they want to go in the pigs because they don't want to suffer in the abyss, so they just go in the pigs, jump over a cliff and get killed, right? So I was trying to find if there was something with there. There wasn't anything with there, but my theory is that the first sacrifice they made to the devil, because apparently they found a way to communicate with the other side, made a deal with the devil, and they can live forever as long as they write their name on this list and give them a sacrifice, I think once a year or whatever, then you're good. And at first, it was very easy to do it, and I guess it's still easy to do it because they're rich white people. Got to get to. You don't want to skip the nerdy bits, but yeah, I don't want to skip the nerdy bits. Cultist is the coldest level in hell. Is where Satan himself is frozen. Is in a lake of ice and is frozen. Can't move there. The devil's also in this area that's kept cold. You have to keep this pig head frozen on ice, and that it is stuck there because it's a pig head. It can't do any movement until you put it on top of someone. Then it can move around, right? The voice actor for the devil too. What was the voice actor for that? Gotta give him a shout out. Good voice. James Remar, however you say his name. Oh, he played Richard in Sex and the City. I know that guy. So, the Virgil, you're trapped there. You can't ever leave. It's a prison for not just the workers, but everybody who's trying to be alive forever. It is a prison. You cannot leave. Pig 1913, Pentagram, up to down. The gold door tells basically the story of how they got there. You know, making an offering. There's the gilded part of the devil coming out is what you will see in illustrations of Dante's Inferno of Cultist, the coldest level in hell. So let's talk about these societal parts, the parts that the white people are definitely not going to like, because you could just pay attention to it. It's not. It is. Some of it's surface level, a little bit is not surface level, right? One thing I am going to touch on: Zazie had to be the samurai. Because she has. It can't be a knife. It looks like a chopper. It looks like a sword. It's perfectly sharp too. She also has that lighter that she flicks on and off that has the samurai on it. So a lot of imagery there with that, right? You got the police not helping those who are abused. She and her sister were abused, and she almost kills him. He didn't die till 2 years before they got to that point, but she's put in jail for that, right? Very reminiscent of a young black lady who killed the white guy who had been sexually assaulting her and held her in captive, and just like, well, you're going to jail. Society doesn't always punish those who should be punished, and tend to punish the victims who get themselves out of it. I definitely wore this shirt for girl power. So just saying. The help all, I said it before, help all black people POC in limbo. And it's crazy because when Lily, who her real name is Lilith, also known as the mother of demons, mother of monsters, who technically in Judeo fashion is actually the first wife of Adam, who did not want to submit to Adam, ran away. In some parts of the Bible you don't hear about that. You do hear about that apparently, and with Jewish learning. I do my research, y'all. So, and in some modern times, people start pairing Lilith and Lucifer together, which wouldn't be a thing, but I digress all the same. Where are we at here? The money allows them to do this. The PI says, yeah, the cops don't really investigate that place because everyone there is rich. There's the Heather Graham's character is like the in charge of is it hedge funds? It's like hedge fund. Tom Filton's character has a lot. Everyone there is rich, old rich white people, young to middle aged rich white people. They run it. And that's kind of what we're seeing in today's with certain files that aren't released. But I'm sure some of y'all have read some of that shit or have come across people talking about some of that shit. The call is coming from inside the house. Then you have the lone black guy who is tired of it. And I love you pay attention to some of the nuances when he walks out of the new room and Lily tries to tell him off a little bit. And she's just kind of surprised. And she checks everywhere to make sure he didn't put something in there. But he wrote on the mirror, "They will kill you." Now, of course, she didn't pay attention to it when she in the shower because she just jumped in while the water was heating up, where some people just heat it up and she wiped it away as opposed to seeing it. That's okay. He does. I do like the fact that he tries to save her. I feel like he is Virgil in here because he's trapped, doesn't want to be trapped, but he's going to help her all the same. And he's saying, like, initially when they started this in Manhattan in 1913, interracial married couple, he's black, she's Irish, white Irish woman. He told himself, I'm cleaning up a lot of the riffraff and a lot of bad people. Now we're getting innocent people. Was the girl before, was Maria in it? Did she deserve it? What about the one before her and the one before her? He's tired and done. And Tom Felton, Draco Malfoy, tells on him in front of Dedebu. And just like, hey, man, you got to die to Lily. You have to kill him. And I love this here because there's so many talking points you can make here about what white people will do to remain in power, where black people will make sacrifices in order to make sure that their own will get ahead. This woman who was told you got to kill him and had the knife, and she's like, I don't want to go on without you. And he's like, I made my decision, baby. You got to make yours. Without a hesitation, she slit the man's throat. Now, she looked shocked while she was doing it, but without hesitation, she murdered the man she had been married to for over 100 years. The one who she loved. And I do not doubt that there was love there, but her remaining in power was more important to her than their love. And it's crazy because she tries to remind him early on. She's like, remember where we came from and what we had to endure, what we had to go through. It's also where initial feminism lies with white supremacy, where you're trying to, you guys got to look up some stuff about Susan B. Anthony with the bullshit she said to Frederick Douglass, which is why neo-feminism gave rise, because you forget about the intersectionality. They forget about the intersectionality in that initial women's suffrage movement, which is not present with a lot of the neo-feminist movement stuff. I can talk about that another time. If you guys want me to talk about that, leave a comment down below. I can literally make a different video about it and tie it into nerdy things. Try to keep it into that. But when we talk about the opposite, where it's like, all right, Maria, well, you had to bring a sacrifice anyway, which was going to be Isabel, the woman that Asia took the identity of. When it met her, said, you're Isabel? Cool. I'm you now. I'm going here. And she said, all right, cool. Write your name and kill her. She wrote her sister's name instead and slit her own throat, because while they are powerful together, because I love the scene where Asia drops one of the shell casings for the shotgun and Maria grabs it and gives it back to her. That's a nice little tag team, even though the gun fizzled out, right? Asia is the one who has all this ability and it's proven that she can whoop their asses. She has literally killed these dudes. There's one really big fat dude. Who is that guy? Did they say his name? They don't give that dude credit over here. Damn. But this is one really big, the one that tries to essay them. He keeps showing up. The way he finally got was crazy with the ice going through the head and making his head explode. And I like that she sacrificed her. Sharon, Heather Graham's character, literally seems like the white woman that is jealous of the strength of Asia. She is pissed. She hates her to the point where they cannot just outwardly murder her. She has to be killed in ritual sacrifice. So if she is not killed in ritual sacrifice, all of it will be for naught. And she just doesn't care. She has a shotgun, like, I'm gonna kill this bitch. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of her. She always get got though. She get got, like, head sliced off, head, the what was the first? I forgot the first way she killed her, but head cut off, head blasted off. You see that here. I love that Zazie show a black woman's strength, in my opinion, where, she's in the wall, accidentally gets seen, and it stabs her hand with her own blade because they have her weapons, and she just pulls her hand down. And when she escapes again and she's in pain, remembers her sister, because remember she's remembers it, gets herself together, and goes for the goal, which is something that many of our black women have to go through. It's, hell, you gotta keep yourself together to complete your goal, if not for yourself, for the people that you love, etc., etc. Love seeing that. You even see that with one of my favorite funny scenes, the fuck you scene, where they're estranged, right? She remembers you running off, and she's like, why don't you run away? That's what you're good at. You fucking bitch. Well, fuck you. Knocks her out, because you're like, I'm not leaving without her. That's a part I forgot to talk about. I'm gonna get to that in a second. But I love that. It's funny. She's like, I'm not gonna leave without you. Another funny part was the eyeball roll. Another part, Heather Graham does all the funny parts, where they have her watch Ray, and her head is slowly growing back. So she has tiny head. She has tiny head from Beetlejuice. And he's like, I think you look good that way. And she flips him off with her little squeaky voice. By the way, the Virgil, I said it was Dante's Inferno going from bottom to top, and the top being Concubus, the first one being Limbo. The second floor is just like the second floor and the second level in Dante's Inferno. The lust floor, also known in this movie as the fuck floor. We do see the gluttony as a third floor with the kitchen. We don't see any of the other floors. I think we do see number 8, which I think 8 is violence. I forget what 8 is in Dante's Inferno. I do feel like it is violence. If you all would graciously indulge me for a moment so I can make sure I know what I'm talking about. That's 5. 7 is violence. What is 8? Fraud. Okay, maybe they were on 7. Me. But yeah. What else do I want to talk about here? Ray, black man caught off guard, next one, blah 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 blah. That ending, again, we're talking about sacrifice. So first of all, love smart ass characters. While her name was on the pig's head, just sliced that part off, put in her pocket. While her name is on there, she don't die, because the pig will just put the long tongue, slap, erase your name. There's a pencil hanging off of the ear of the pig too. Oh man, I thought it was gonna be a scroll. It being the pig's head itself, so smart. I don't know how you have room for all those names, but so smart. Hold on. Give me a second. So, ending part. So she took the slice off, and that's how, she goes through, kills them, and he's like, hey, you kill somebody, you're on the list already. The deal is a life for a life. And she says she want her sister back. Okay, a life for a life. He's like, I'll do better than that. I'll give you more than just that. She gonna kill all these folks, right? Pours bleach on it, gets rid of all the names. But after she lights the head on fire and tosses away, and all of them are dying from their injuries. I love how she did the nerds. There's a bunch of upside down crosses. There's one actual cross of Satan that's up there, which is like a line, 2 lines, and infinity symbol. She stabbed one guy with that. He kept coming back and dying from his injuries. I just realized that Tom Felton kept doing a Monty Python joke, kept saying "tis a flesh wound." He said that twice. I see what you did there, Draco. But at the end, she gets her sister back with her PI friend, has her body. She just changed her name from Asia to Maria. Just put an M, change the I to an R. No, change the S to an R. Brought her sister back. So now in my head, I'm like, okay, since she's back and fully healed, can you get rid of the pig slab, or do you gotta keep it because it keeps curling and moving? Does that mean like other people have made that same pact? Does this open up for another movie? I don't think you need another movie, but does it open it up for it? Maybe. Possibly. It could. Who knows? But I don't think you need to do that at all. But this was good all the same. But I loved it. I enjoyed it a lot. Was this the best movie in the world? No. Was this the worst movie in the world? No. I saw this. I love going to matinees. Saw this early, like 6 other people. A woman brought her 2 kids in there. I don't know why. Because when you get to the fuck floor, you see a little bit of the fucking. And then Zazie Beetz. I don't know what it is. What people like seeing her in her drawers. But for that opening part, she in her drawers. Long shirt. Like, it's this. Like, okay. But it's a lot of effing and jeffing. A lot of blood and all that. I guess if you don't see it with somebody, you see it with your parent or older sibling. I don't know. But I think I was like the only person that actually laughed at the parts that were openly funny. I'm like, this movie doesn't take itself serious. It knows what it is. It knows what it's trying to do. Hats off to you. You get a couple claps. I'm going to tell you, I'll give you 3 of my favorite scenes. I like the opening. First of all, the trailer make you think like we're supposed to find out something special about Asia, where it's like, who the fuck are you? And it's a fisheye scene, which is like very samurai-esque. I enjoy seeing that. But the opening fight where she has to kill these people that you see in the beginning, that's really good. That dining room scene that you also see, that's also really good. There was another fight that she had. There's another fight that she had. The fight where she had to first escape them. Nope. That's a whole other scene. But those 2 scenes, really, really good. The ending fight scene where she fights Lily with devil pig head on and is using little parts of pork to run on all 4s. That was really good. Reminded me like of Underworld. Reminded me of Underworld a little bit with some of the CGI. I like how you can see stuff. It starts to snow indoors because she burst the pipes and it's snowing down. I enjoy those. Those fight scenes are good. Her getting her licks back, chopping folks in half, lighting the thing on fire. You got my sister? Her sister saves her. Good job, Maria. Good movie. I'll give this a 4.5 out of 5. It's not super tier. It's you could call it an average movie if you want to, but it gets that extra point because I really enjoyed it, and it gets the extra point to 4 because I enjoyed it, and it gets the 0.5 because I feel like this is something I needed. Like it didn't overstay its welcome. It wasn't convoluted. There's a couple parts where I'm like, okay, well, she left, right? And the people who are gravely injured are going to die. And that stupid Sophia chick, she definitely ate shit, right? And when she walked past all the other help who were willing, by the way, I didn't mention this in the other societal parts. It's the people who joined up and they knew that they were going to kill her. And they were just down with it because of their proximity to white supremacy and to white people in power. You think you're going to get more power, but you're still just going to be the help. You're never going to be upper echelon. They're never going to invite you to their tables. You're at a table, but it's not the table. Something to pay attention to. So I was just wondering when she walked past other people, say you might want to leave. The upper floor exploded, right? Which I guess was just like an extra flair, kind of maybe like a cheesy kind of thing. But I don't think this is going to get a sequel. I just like seeing movies like this. I need more movies with black women leads, right? I just kicking ass. You know, we do have Woman King, which I should really review that one. But I like this. I like seeing Zazie Beetz. I want more Zazie Beetz. I hope she stays as Domino in the MCU. Please let her stay as Domino. Is there any other thing I want to talk about here? I think that's it, y'all. I enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed this movie a lot. Give it a watch. It's worth a matinee. You don't have to pay full price for this, and it's not going to take you that long to watch. So it's a go see for me, but you don't have to break your neck. Can't wait to see you all next week for a Super Mario Galaxy movie. Yeah, I didn't forget about that. Oh yeah, You, Me, and Tuscany. I'm gonna watch that too because the black woman that wrote that that wrote that and also wrote several other hit movies and things like that. They're trying to make this one fit, trying to make that one fail. So I'm gonna go see that one as well. I haven't seen a rom-com in the theaters in a while. So, but yes, see this one. 4.5 out of 5 from me. If you've seen the movie already, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, visit the Patreon and donate. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. I know my other reviews are behind. They will be done. Life be lifing. I haven't forgotten about you. Life be lifing. So until next time, please be good, be blessed, wash your hands, drink some water, be good to yourselves, be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk. All right. We have too many of those in the world. And remember, if you're feeling down and out and things are stressful, talk to someone. You are not alone. Reach out to someone, talk to someone. There are people out there that would really rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. Allow them to help you carry your burdens and help you shoulder them along the way. If you want to talk to me, my social medias are also down in the description below. Give me a follow, say hello, be mellow, and we will be good to go. All right, y'all. All right. I will see you soon. And remember, if you're ever caught in a situation, if you're ever caught in a situation that seems unwinnable, there's always a way out. See you later.